Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Topps Chrome Tennis to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live at eBay Live. Also, you need to mention for this essay, link down in the description. When is Metal Football? We don't have Metal Football today. We had Metal Football yesterday. Today is Eclectic. Coming up after we finish this. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Arena Camellia Begu, Shintaro. Menace Federlino. Artie Butet. Emma Navarro. Kenzie McDonald. Jessica Pegula. And Andy Roddick. First auto will be Kaichi Ushida. Stefano Tsitsipas. Emma Navarro. Eric Andreeva. Arda Korch. Tora Goblik. Thomas Mashak. Beatrice Haddad Maya. Chris Everett. And Elise Cornett. Ray Pellegrino. Barbara Garsheva. Miriam Bjorklund. Viv Hovd. Jesper de Jong out of 499. Madison Keys. And Denis Shapovalov. Julia Garber. Diego Schwartzman. Chris O'Connell. Pablo Lamas Ruiz. Cameron Norrie. And served for Jinyu Wang. Chris Eubanks. Una Borges. Steffi Graf. Coco Gauff. And Sloane Stevens. Max Purcell. Emma Navarro. Flavio Caboli out of 250. Beatrice Haddad Maya and Ji Wong. Ogaroon. Ooh, out of 25. Lindsay Davenport. 23 of 25. Jamie and Andy Burry. Miomir Kakmanovic. Alex Molcan. Dalma Golfi out of 299. Lyudmila Samsonova and Thomas Martin Escherby. Daniel Rincon. Robin Montgomery. Alexandra Ayala out of 250. Served for Carlos Alcaraz and Boris Becker. Coco. Jessica Pegula. Center court for Ons Jabor and Petra Kvitova. And Andy Murray. Dula Shelby. Kim Kleister out of 77. Chris Eubanks and Casper Ruud. Auto for Fernanda Contreras, Wu Yibing, and Lin Zhu. Ooh, Topsman for Danil Medvedev. Boom. Nice. Andy Roddick out of 399. Served for Elena Rybakina and Lorenzo Musetti. Montgomery, Emma Navarro, Monica Sells, Ben Shelton, and Amira Andreeva. Alex Deminar out of 499. Steffi Graf. And Victoria Azarenka. Benoit Perret. Andre Agassi. And Hubert Urkach. Auto for Linda Furvatova. Alexander Zverev and Kamila Rakhimova. Daniela Collins out of 299. Served for Holger Rune and Katerina Sidiakova. Novak Djokovic. Leda Bencic. And Donna Vekic. Marcus Shanon. Helen Griekspoor. And served for Karolina Muchova. Daniil Medvedev. Andy Roddick, Andre Agassi, and Arina Sabalenka. Auto for Veronika Kudermetova, Denis Shapovalov, and Abdullah Shobak. That's 3 autos in this box. $16/20, Laszlo Jere. Center court for Arina Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek. And Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. Hubert Urkach, Jordan Thompson, Michael Chang, and served for Andrei Rublev. Lorenzo Musetti auto. Center court for Elena Rybakina and Beatrice Haddad Maya. Quarantine Mutet. Martin Cilic out of 499. Sloane Stevens. And Francisco Cerundolo. Erica Andreeva out of 399. Emma Raducanu and Victoria Azarenka. Zoe Kruger, auto. Veronika Kudermetova and Titouan Druget. Andre Agassi, Novak Djokovic, and Martina Trevisan. Julia Grauber, Donna Vekic, and Daniil Medvedev. Bianca Andreescu, Arthur Fils, and Beatrice Haddad Maya. Carlos Alcaraz. Ben Shelton out of 299. Carlos Alcaraz. And Belinda Bencic. Auto for Miriam Bjorklund. Alex de Minaur. And Donna Vekic. Another box of 3 autos. Tamara Zidansek. Center court for Danielle Medvedev and Stefano Tsitsipas. And Daniela Collins. Chris Everett out of 150. Served for Jan Leonard Struff and Helen Griekspoor. Auto for Ethan Quinn. Lorenzo Musetti. Daniela Hashova. Sebastian Offner. Elena Rybakina. And Denis Shapovalov. Billie Jean King out of 299. Center court. Madison Keys and Jessica Pegula. And Taylor Fritz. Corentin Moutet. Talon Griekspoor. Kalina Mushova. Martina Hingis. Alexander Zverev. And center court for Arena Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek. Blue for Emma Navarro at a 250. Hubert Hurkacz and Lindsay Davenport. Tara Daniel. Titouan Durget. Jack Draper. And Marta Kostyuk. Blue auto for Mira Andreeva. 235 out of 250. Monica Seles and Hamad Majedovic. Robin Montgomery out of 77. Daniel Medvedev, Jessica Pegula. Carlos Alcaraz. Auto for Heather Watson. Andre Agassi. And Yoshihito Nishioka. Jack Draper. Steffi Graf. And Victoria Azarenka. Purple. Andy Roddick out of 499. Ben Shelton. And Wu Yibing. Box number 5. Robin Montgomery, Kamila Rakimova, Lena Ostapenko, and Petra Kvitova. Francis Tiafo, Kenwin, Taylor Fritz, Auto, Madison Keys and Coco Gauff. K. Nishikori out of 250. Lorenzo Massetti ×2. Green auto for Kayla Day. 70 out of 99. Leila Fernandez and Hugo Gaston. Carlos Alcaraz. Nice. Chris Everett and Victoria Azarenka. Purple, Sophia Kenin out of 499. Maria Andreeva and Francisco Cerundolo. Shintaro Mochizuki, auto. Linda Ferbatova and Diana Schneider. Katerina Siniakova. Center court, John Eisner and Andy Roddick. And Novak Djokovic. Martina Hingis out of 399. Serve for Alexander Zverev and Hubert Hurkacz. Martina Hingis, Tommy Paul, and center court for Tommy Paul and Taylor Fritz. Hugo Grenier, Lyudmila Samsonova, and Iga Swiatek. Green, or purple green, out of 150 for Titouan Drouget, Petra Kvitova, and Clara Tauson. Halfway point, box number 6. Blue auto for Kayla Day out of 250. Daniil Medvedev and Tamara Zidansek. Katie McNally, Karolina Muchova, and Jelena Ostapenko. Tommy Paul. Jenny Bouchard out of 499. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina and Schumann. Max Purcell, Don Golfi, Glenda Bencic, and Billie Jean King. Auto for Anna Kalinskaya, Cameron Norrie, and Hubert Hurkacz. Robin Montgomery. Boris Becker out of 299. Toronto 60 Pass and Daniel Rincon. Emilio Nava out of 399. Karolina Muchova and Alexander Zverev. Mira Andreeva, Lindsay Davenport, and Jenny Bouchard. Bjorn Borg, Novak Djokovic, and Andy Murray. Millionava, Steffi Graf, and Onze Jabor. Carlos Alcaraz. Thomas Martin Echeverry out of 299. Casper Ruud. And Felix Auger-Aliassime. Auto for Elias Ymer. Tiafo. And Celine Nayef. Novak Djokovic. Quarantine Mutet. Jan Lennart Struff. Talent Greeks 4. Dominic Thiem. Novak Djokovic. Veronica Kudermetova. Billie Jean King out of 77. Francisco Cerundolo, Miriam Bjorklund. Andy Roddick. Victoria Azarenka. Alex de Minaur. Carlos Alcaraz. Carolina Pliskova. Daniela Collins. Liv Hovd. Max Purcell out of 299. Center court, Stefano Tsitsipas and Danil Medvedev. Arena Sabalenka. Bjorn Fratangelo. Sebastian Korda and Elias Ymer. Maria Sharapova. Martina Trevisan. Venus Williams and Andy Murray. Leylah Fernandez out of 399. Chen Jiang. Monica Seles. Erica Andreeva. Sloane Stevens. Elena Avanasayan. Mackenzie McDonald, Michael Chang, and Andrei Rublev. Purple, Daniela Collins out of 499, Emma Raducanu, and Elena Rybakina and Beatriz Haddad Maia. Auto for Brenda Frovitova, Beatriz Haddad Maia, Denis Shapovalov. Paula Badosa, Andy Murray, and Carlos Alcaraz. Andrei Rublev out of 499, Casper Ruud. And Petra Kvitova and Ons Jabeur. Auto for Liv Hovd, Chris Eubanks, and Brenda Frovitova. Linda Bencic, Stefano Tsitsipas, and Jessica Pegula. Kei Nishikori out of 299. Chris Everett and Leylah Fernandez 11 of 25. Orange. Ooh, Kim Zhang, Sloane Stevens, and Cameron Norrie. Donna Vekic, Jimwin, Arzin Wang, Ludmila Samsonova, Dominic Comfer out of 150, Coco Gauff, and Pete Sampras. Arina Sabalenka, Peton Druzet, Andy Roddick, and Alina Repetina. Junjun Shang, Jessica Pegula, and Jacqueline Christian. Sebastian Corda out of 250. Andy Murray and Jamie Murray. And Yoshihito Nishioka. Box for 9. Malcolm Moe out of 499. Speeches to Maya and Donna Vekic. Bianca Andreescu, Elena Rebekina, and Lorenzo Musetti. Gilbert Hurkacz, Jessica Pegula, and Madison Keys, and Taylor Fritz. Joe Zhang, Tina Hingis, Anna Kalinskaya, Madison Keys, and Denis Shapovalov. Francis Tiafoe, Marcus Sharon out of 250, Billie Jean King, and Francisco Cerundolo. Jack Draper out of 299. Ben Shelton, Kenny McNally. Rebecca Peterson out of 99. Marta Kostyuk and Peter Kashane. Martin Landelux, Arthur Phils, and Michael Yimmer. Dusan Lajovic, Carlos Alcaraz, Benoit Perret. Marta Kostyuk out of 399. Daniela Collins, and Alex Damanoir. There's Shapovalov out of 250. Jack Draper and Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz. Kayla Day, Dino Medvedev, and Monica Seles. Box number 10. Celine Nayev, Victoria Azarenka, and Andre Agassi. Bernardo Pera out of 499. Steffi Graf and Dalma Golfi. Out of 499, Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, Wu Yibing, and Elena Svitolina. Marcus Jordan, Denis Shapovalov, Wu Yibing. Arena Camilla Begu out of 250. Donna Vekic and Holgerun. Carlos Alcaraz. Kim Kleister. Dominic Comfer. Karolina Mushova. And Belinda Bencic. Joe Zhang. Jessica Pegula. Arza Bassetti. And Ben Shelton. Francis Tiafo. Monica Puig got a 399. Taylor Fritz. And Elena Rybakina. Madison Keys and Jessica Pegula. And Pablo Lamas Ruiz. Gregor Dimitrov. Talon Greekspore. And Emilio Nava. Coco Gauff, 23 of 77. Boom. Perfect time for that. Arena Sabalenka, Igor Swiatek, and Ben Shelton. Hugo Grenier, Hubert Hurkacz, and Alexander Zverev. Box number 11. Martina Trevisan, Arthur Renderneck, Steffi Graf, and Francis Tiafo. Francis Tiafo. Joe Zhang. Francisco Cerundolo out of 499. Felix Auger Aliassime and Talon Greekspore. Jesper de Jong at a 299. Casper Ruud and Andrea Pellegrino. Emiliana Arango, Tommy Paul, and Stefano Tsitsipas. Andrei Rublev, Ludmila Samsonova, and Igor Swiatek. Carlos Alcaraz. Peter Sadan Maya out of 99. Leila Fernandez. And Petra Kvitova. Benoit Perret. Victoria Azarenka. And Bernarda Pera. Lin Zhu. Chris Everett and Lorenzo Sonego. Michael Yimmer, 74 to 77. Mira Andreeva, Francisco Cerundolo. Giulio Zipietti, Leno Stepenko, and Petra Kvitova. Ken Nishikori, Arza Musetti, and Madison Keys. Whew! 3 of 25, Novak Djokovic. Boom. Mula Benjis. Taylor Fritz, Tommy Paul, and Felix Auger-Aliassime. John Iser, Wu Bing, Steffi Graf, Thiago Monteiro, Steffi Graf, Hubert Hurkacz, and Alexander Zverev. Auto for Mackenzie McDonald, 90 out of 99. Andre Agassi, Thomas Moshak, Carlos Alcaraz, Laszlo Jere out of 250, Victoria Azarenka, and Camila Osorio. Coleman Wong, Taylor Fritz, and Maximilian Martyr. Pedro Sadamaya, Marta Kostyuk, and Madison Keys, Jessica Pegula. Thomas Martin Echeverry out of 499. Monica Sells, Jack Draper. Jan Leonard Struff, Lorenzo Musetti, Ben Shelton. Nadia Podoroshka out of 150. Elena Rybakina, Emma Raducanu. Isabella Kruger out of 250. Dino Medvedev, Maria Sharapova. Holgaroon, Donna Vekic, Thiago Monteiro, and final pack of the break. Rebecca Peterson out of 399. Arthur Phils, and Beatrice Haddad Maya. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of these multi-cards that we have here. If you're in Eclectic Football, that's coming up at the top of the hour. NT Baseball is after that. For the hits, Katri Yoshida, Jesper De Jong, Flavio Caboli, Lindsay Davenport, Del Magalfi, Alexandra Ayala, Kim Kleischer, Fernanda Contreras, topspin for Danil Medvedev, Andy Roddick, Monica Sells, Ben Shelton, Alex Desnoyers, Linda Fervitova, Danielle Collins, Novak Djokovic, Veronica Kudermetova, Laszlo Jere out of 20, Lorenzo Musetti, Marin Cilic, Eric Andriva, Zoe Kruger, Carlos Alcaraz, Ben Shelton, Carlos Alcaraz, Miriam Bjorklund, Chris Everett, Ethan Quinn, Billie Jean King, Emma Navarro, Mira Andriva, Robin Montgomery, Carlos Alcaraz, Heather Watson, Andy Roddick, Francis Tiafoe, Kinman, Taylor Fritz, Coco Gauff, Candy Shikori, Kayla Day, Carlos Alcaraz, Sophia Kenin, Shintaro Mochizuki, Novak Djokovic, Martina Hingis, Antoine Drouget, Kayla Day, JD Bouchard, Anna Kalinskaya, Boris Becker, Emilio Nava, Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz, Thomas Martin Echeverry, Elias Ymer, and Francis Tiafoe. Novak Djokovic, Billie Jean King, Carlos Alcaraz, Carolina Pliskova, Max Purcell, Bjorn Fantangelo, Leila Fernandez, Kimon, Erica Andrieva, Sloane Stevens, Daniela Collins, Brenda Fervitova, Carlos Alcaraz, Andrei Rublev, Liv Hoved, Katie Shikori, Leila Fernandez, Kim Jang, Dominic Comfort, Coco Gauff, Justin Shang, Sebastian Corda, Michael Momo, Marcus Chardon, Jack Draper, Rebecca Peterson, Martin Landelus, Carlos Alcaraz, Marta Kosiuk, Denis Shapovalov, Carlos Alcaraz, Bernardo Pero, Victoria Jimenez Kasanseva, Irina Camilla Begu, Carlos Alcaraz, Monica Puig, Gregor Dimitrov, and Coco Gauff out of 77. Ben Shelton, Francis Tiafoe, Francisco Cerandola, Jesper de Jong, Emiliano Arango, Carlos Alcaraz, Beatriz Adamaya, Benoit Perret, Michael Ymer, and Novak Djokovic, 3 of 25. Mackenzie McDonald, Carlos Alcaraz, Lazo Gire, Coleman Wong, Thomas Martin Echeverry, Nadia Podoroshka, Isabella Kruger, Maria Sharapova, and Rebecca Peterson. Alright, and now for the multis. What we're going to do is try to get all the pairs real quick. We can divide these evenly as possible. Any that are left over will be randomed. Alright, for these, we've got 2 of each of several of these. Which means we can divide these pretty evenly, which is nice. Only ones that we don't have even numbers of is Arina Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Karolina Muchova, and Elena Ostapenko, John Isner, Andy Roddick, and Hubert Hurkacz and Cameron Norrie. So what we're going to do is a left-right random. So the left wins, and Hubert Hurkacz, John Isner, Karolina Muchova, and Arina Sabalenka will take it. If not, that'll be Cameron Norrie, Andy Roddick, Elena Ostapenko, and Iga Swiatek. Alright, we're going to head to random the door real quick and get that taken care of here in Eclectic Football. That is coming up at the top of the hour. See you back here for that as well. All right, we got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on the random. Left and right are up. That is 6 times. Final roll. And the rights will have it, meaning Cameron Norrie, Andy Roddick, Elena Ostapenko, and Iga Swiatek will be taking them home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for Tennis Chrome. We are on to Eclectic Football here at the top of the hour. Catch you guys back here in a few. Alright, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks on B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Eclectic Football to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and be live. Also, you mentioned no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Alright. Good luck, everybody. Box number 1. See that Oregon love again. See what we can do. Jaquan Jackson, 5 of 6. 1 of 1, Nico Martial. Nice. Jay Brenningstool, 6 of 7. And Ted Tyrone McMillan, 3 of 10. Hot flash. Devin Leary, 5 of 6. Monterey Baldwin, 4 of 9. Cam Miller, 5 of 6. And Ryan Williams, hot flash, 5 of 6. Box number 3. Deshaun Jones, 8 of 8. Nate McCollum, 1 of 6. Santino Marucci, 4 of 10. And quad auto, DJ Uigalele, Roy Williams, Jalen Brown, and Ja'Kai Douglas. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that. CJ Daniels, 5 of 7. Amar Johnson, 2 of 4. Ryan Flournoy, 5 of 8. And George McIntyre, 7 of 9. Lacey, 5 of 6. Jalen Coker, 3 of 9. DJ Uigalele, 1 of 8. And Jared Curtis, 6 of 7. Fred Fair, 8 of 10. Cameron Seldon, 3 of 7. Tez Johnson, 1 of 4. There's one of your Ducks. And Ted Tyrone McMillan, Ty Felton, and Luther Burden, 1 of 1 triple auto. Boom. Michael Hawkins Jr., 9 of 10. John Rice Plumlee, 3 of 8. Fresh Cuts, Ray Davis, 8 of 10. And triple auto, Caden Salter, Quentin Cooley, and James Jointer Jr., 3 of 3. Box of 8. Cody Schrader, 1 of 2. Luke McCaffrey, 4 of 7. Ricky White, 4 of 6. And Demir Blankumsey and Mario Anderson Jr., 3 of 8. And yes, it is storming just a little bit if you're hearing the thunder. You aren't going crazy. Got an inscribed card coming up. It is Peyton Houston. SEC. Okay, 82 out of 100. Zevi Eckhouse, 3 of 10. Frederick Moore, 1 of 1. And Garrett Nussmeier, Hot Flash, 1 of 8. Boom. Box number 10. Nick Nash, 6 of 8. Tawi Walker, 7 of 8. Lewis Bond, 1 of 1. And dual auto for Jordan McLeod and Ismail Mahdi, 4 of 6. Box number 11. Dylan Johnson, 3 of 5. Caleb Jackson, 5 of 7. Justice Haynes, 10 of 10. And Jaden Daniels, fresh cuts, 6 of 10. Boom. Final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. After this, we'll do a hit recap, then take care of the randoms, of which we have several. Then we are on to NT Baseball. Inscribed. Lefties spin it different. Deuce Knight. That is true, they do. Haj Malik Williams, 1 of 1. Nick Evers, 4 of 5. And Luther Burden, flash forward, 1 of 9. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. For the hits, Ryan Williams, Cam Miller, Monterey Baldwin, Devin Leary, Tetaro McMillan, Jake Brenningstool, Nico Martial, Jaquan Jackson, Santino Marucci, Nate McCollum, Deshaun Jones, George McIntyre, Ryan Flournoy, Amar Johnson, CJ Daniels, Jared Curtis, DJ Uigalele, Jalen Coker, Colin Lacey, Taz Johnson, Cameron Selden, Fred Fair, Ray Davis, John Rice Plumley, Michael Hawkins Jr., Ricky White, Luke McCaffrey, Cody Schrader, Peyton Houston, Garrett Nussmeier, Frederick Moore, Zeviak House, Lewis Bond, Tommy Walker, Nick Nash, Jaden Daniels, Justice Haynes, Caleb Jackson, Dylan Johnson, Deuce Knight, Luther Burden, Nick Evers, Haj Malik Williams. For the duels, Demir Blankupsy, Mario Anderson Jr., Jordan McLeod, Ismail Mahdi. Triples, Tetaro McMillan, Ty Felton, Luther Burden, 1 of 1. Caden Salter, Quentin Cooley, James Jointer Jr. And quad, DJ Uigalele, Roydell Williams, Jalen Brown, and Ja'Kai Douglas. All right, that is it for football. Thank you guys for being here on a Monday morning. Starting your day off right with us. We're going to head to random.org and knock these guys out, and then we are on to NT Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up afterwards. So catch you guys back here for that. And to random.org we go. All right, we got random door, pull up and good to go. Got to roll some dice, get it to your height of the valve for us. We're going to go 10 times on each random. Start off with dual auto, Demir Blankenship and Mario Anderson. That is 9 times. Final roll. And it is Demir Blankenship coming out on top. Next up is dual auto of Jordan McLeod and Ismail Mahdi. That is 9 times. Final roll. Ismail Mahdi coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is triple auto. Caden Salter, Quentin Cooley, and James Jointer Jr. That's 8 times and 9 times. Final roll. James Jointer Jr. coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up, 1 of 1. Tetaro McMillan, Ty Felton, and Luther Burden. That's 8 times and 9 times. Final roll. Ted McMillan staying on top. Congratulations. And finally, quad auto, DJ Uigalele, Roydell Williams, Jalen Brown, and Ja'Kai Douglas. 7 times, 8 times, and 9 times, and final roll. Jaylen Brown coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that will do it for football. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. So we have a great rest of your Monday, and we are on to NT Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. All right, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks on B3. We've got one case of 2024 Canadian National Treasures Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and to be live. I was going to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1, A-Rod, 34.75. Drew Gilbert, 52.99. Barack Wilkin, 8.25. Anthony Gutierrez, 10.25. Sebastian Walcott, 36.99. There's your Walcott straight out the gate. 31 to 35, Christian Scott. Boom. On the booklet. Carson Williams, 31 to 99. Johnny Formello, 68 to 99. Lee Smith, 20 to 49. And Rhett Lauder, 24 of 49 patch auto. Great patch. Box number 2. $16.75, Ronnie Maurizio. Colt Emerson out of 99. Owen Casey, 80.99. Orlando Martinez, 3 of 10. Great patches. Rhett Lauder, 3 of 10. Jim Thome, 21 of 49. Juan Ben Chel, 6 of 49. Yohandy Morales, 19 of 49. Impeccable. Brooks Lee, 8 of 25. And James Wood, 13 of 99. Box number 3. Oop, almost lost you. Adiel Amador, 12 of 49. 53 of 75, George Lombard Jr. JD Gonzalez, 3 of 99. Jorge Vargas, 96 of 99. Tommy Troy, 14 of 99. Billy Williams, 25 of 25. Kevin McGonigal, 31 of 49. Two of 5, Emerald Ty Pete. (22 of 25), Torrey Hunter. And patch auto, 17 of 49, Roderick Arias. Final box to break. Box number 4. Good luck, everybody. Yohandy Morales, 14 of 75. 7 of 99, Leo DeVries. Reggie Crawford, out of 99. Spencer Arrietty, 95 out of 99. Matt Shaw, out of 99. Chase Dollander out of 99. Poor guy. $40 out of 99, Homer Bush Jr. Chase Hampton, 13 of 49. Patch auto for Brady House, 12/49. And final card of the break. 7/10. Peerless Jackson Merrill. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. If you enjoyed, we do have more cases of this up and listed. So look forward to having you back in here sometime soon. Or if you didn't hit, feel free to give it another shot. For the hits, Drew Gilbert, Alex Rodriguez, Sebastian Walcott, Lee Smith, Carson Williams, Johnny Formello, Brock Wilken, Anthony Gutierrez, Rhett Lauder, Colt Emerson, Owen Casey, Jim Tomey, Ronnie Mauricio, Yohandy Morales, Brooks Lee, James Wood, Orlando Martinez, Rhett Lauder, Juan Ben Show, JD Gonzalez, George Lombard Jr., Joey Vargas, Adi Alamador, Ty Pete, Billy Williams, Tommy Troy, Torrey Hunter, Kevin McGonigal, Roderick Arias, Spencer Arrietty, Leo DeVries, Yohandy Morales, Matt Shaw, Reggie Crawford, Chase Dollander, Chase Hampton, Brady House, Homer Bush, Jackson Merrill, Christian Scott, 31/35. And that will do it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday and start to your week. Till next time, everybody.